Hey guys, well, week 6 of high school football is finally here, and what a duo we have. Not just Friday Night Lights, but also beautiful weather. 15 seniors will be getting their name called. Big hug from Coach Gundy and handing their flowers and taking pictures with their families. But for one senior in particular, this game just means so much more to him. Yeah, Elgin, it wasn't pretty or up to the standards of OU football this year, but the defense came up when it mattered the most. Look, it's been no secret that Carl Albert has been atop of the 5A from start to finish this year, but what makes teams good from great is how you can be able to handle adversity. Yeah, Elgin, things are getting really interesting here in Cowboy Land. Pandemonium ensued here in Stillwater. There's a wide variety of adjectives to describe Cowboy running back Ollie Gordon, but tonight, impeccable seems to fit the bill the most. It's the battle of two undefeated programs in the 5A tonight as the Piedmont Wildcats travel to Guthrie to face the Blue Jays. For the Wildcats, they're looking to add on to their historical start of a season, while the Blue Jays, they're looking to silence the noise on their home turf. But some games, however, just have that special feeling early on, and when a play starts like that, you know you're in for a good one. Let's roll those highlights. Y-High taking on Bull on the beach. Arizona State transfer looks to forget his performance of last year in Stillwater. Yeah, that one's gotta hurt. But while fans pack in Boone Pickens Stadium for blackout night, it's a rare type of home game this season. Fans actually know who the starting quarterback is. Meet Harlow Gregory. At just 13 years old, the Norman golfer has been taking the golf world by storm. Right after school, practicing 3 to 4 hours a day at the Belmar Golf Club. And the results? See for yourself. Most recently, Harlow punched her ticket to the National Drive, Chip, and Putt Tournament, standing atop the podium in the female 12 to 13 age group. It was a journey of trial and tribulation leading up to it, but the 7th time turned out to be the charm, using those past experiences to propel her forward.
Just trying not to be nervous all the time, and I really took that into play this past time in Colorado. I wasn't nervous, I was just feeling confident, and I was like, I came here to win, and I think I'm gonna do that.
Qualifying for the Nationals as the sole representative of Oklahoma, Harlow now moves to the final stage in April, held at none other than Augusta. It's a special honor to play at the legendary Greens, but when the time comes, Gregory says she's not letting the aura of the course get to her.
A lot of people are going to be there, so that's definitely, you take that into accountability, but I think I'm going to do good. I'm just trying not to be nervous and just getting my mind ready for it.
With months left to prepare, there aren't any nerves when thinking about playing. Harlow says she's just counting down the days and hungry to win it all.
I've been just excited to just all these days coming up. I'm just thinking about it every day, being like, you need to work as hard as you can to win.
In Norman, Connor Burgan, KOCO 5 Sports. Unbelievable! First, there was Matt Holliday, former 7-time All-Star who's now honored in the St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame. Then there's Jackson Holliday,
the most thrilling player on the best farm system in baseball.
The #1 prospect in the minors, chasing his dream to make it to the big leagues. But that's not all in the Holliday pipeline. Now comes Ethan Holliday, looking to add his name to the family dynasty.
He's incredibly talented. He's a different kind of player than Jackson, but he's got big tools.
The Stillwater product continues to put up a show on the field, but don't take his word for it. Take his brother's.
Little brother, he's a freak.
Is he?
Yeah.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Now named the nation's top prospect for the class of 2025, the junior says it's extra motivation to keep him on his toes.
You can't really think about it, honestly. Like, yeah, you're the #1 player, but at the same time, you have to be working. Like, these guys they want your bat, they want your name. Like, they want to be the #1 player. They don't want to see you succeed.
And when you come from a family of professionals who've been around the majors, you learn a thing or two about the game off the diamond.
Well, you can see how these guys practice and see all the things they're good at, but also, like, as the mental side of the game, you get to see how these guys prepare themselves, how they fail.
Now he's applying those lessons to the present, and they say dream big with it, and for Ethan, the dream is simple. follow the footsteps in his brother and become the first pair of siblings to ever be selected #1 in the MLB draft.
I mean, I dream about it a lot, just thinking like, wow, that'd be really special on that day to be the first brothers to ever go 1-1, but if not, God's plan.
Despite looking ahead to the future, at the end of the day, it's all about passing the torch to the new generation of baseball in the Holiday family.
Just playing for Stillwater High, it's the same place my dad played for, and my uncle and all of them. It's an honor to play for Stillwater High and being able to represent Stillwater, Oklahoma.
I love to watch them do what they love, and whether that's baseball or anything they do, I think as a parent you want them to pursue their passions. And like I said, it's just really fun when it's something you also have a passion for.
In Stillwater, Connor Burgan, KOCO 5 Sports.
I don't know if we'll ever have another person like Paul.
That's Master Todd Brown. Throughout his 8 years owning Oklahoma Taekwondo in Stillwater, thousands of students have partaken in his class to learn about the art. But none of them, however, have exemplified the values like Paul Michaels Jr.
He really embodies all 5 tenets of Taekwondo very easily.
Paul has a story like no other. A severe brain injury over a decade ago left him legally blind and deaf, then creating massive hurdles in his everyday life.
I had a hard time getting going, being able to walk, so once that was over, then I grew into what I am today.
Despite the obstacles Paul now had to face, it was time to return to something familiar from his past to take control of his future.
He remembered as a high school student that he was in karate and that he had moved up to a red belt, and he kept telling me, someday I'm going to be a black belt.
For the past 3 years, Paul and Master Brown have worked together 4 days a week, not just preparing for his black belt, but to regain his former glory.
I feel like he has become a lot more alert, he's more talkative. He is just in his way more outgoing than he was when he first came.
He's steady on his feet. That's something that that with blindness and deafness you don't always have, and he has a confidence and a steadiness in his everyday life that results from accomplishment and physically working out here.
While Paul continues to set the example of perseverance for all in his quest to the top, it's all about looking ahead to the next challenge after reaching the summit.
It'd just be starting over again.
There's always goals.
With the test for the black belt in April, Paul already has his plan set for where he'll be going after he reaches his goal.
Coming here.
Throughout it all, Paul continues to amaze others with what he's accomplishing, including his own mother.
Where he started from, on a feeding tube, weak and mostly in a coma and barely able to stand, to see him the man that he is today is really makes me proud.
At the end of the day, Paul continues to defy the odds and keep on persevering.